Yo, what up y'all? My name is Temp. Welcome to the best beginner drift build for pretty much any car. Like and subscribe guys if you enjoy the content or learn anything new. It is greatly appreciated and helps out tremendously. So today our build is a build that you can pretty much use on any car and have it be effective in everything. But today we are going to be using the 1992 Honda NSX-R to show you guys a little bit about what this build can do. Now this is the first time I tuned this car in particular to drift, so this is the first time I'll be using it, but I can assure you any other car that you use with this build will be great. So let's get on in our car. We are going to go to custom upgrades, and we are going to go by priority first. So let's go to the swaps, the conversions, and basically we're trying to get above 700 horsepower here. So on the right on performance, you can see where you're at. You got the torque and the power, and you want to get them both over the 700 line usually, or as close as you can depending on what you're using. Now for the engine, when you swap engines, it will change some other upgrades that are not available to you in the other list. But for right now, we're going to go with the Turbo Rally. It's actually, yeah, I'm going to go with the Turbo Rally. It also sounds really nice, so sounds good, you know. Let's hit this drivetrain up, and we're going to want rear-wheel drive no matter what. This is a rear-wheel drive drift tune. Normally they are. So yes, I am going to put a body kit on. Doesn't matter if you do or you do not. If you have the option, go ahead and do it. Some cars won't, some cars will. Just depends on what you use. However, if you do see the unlocks, blah 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 tuning little pop-up on the where we are selecting our upgrades, that means that when you tune the actual car, which we will be doing, it will unlock the option to tune for that specific upgrade. Now we are just going ahead and picking some basic things here. I'm picking the wheels. I picked drift tires, obviously. We're going to be picking, if drift is available, we will be picking it. The rest of these here are just kind of preference. The tire width, however, I keep kind of fat, about midway, but you can pick whichever you prefer. But drift tires, we want those. And now everything else here, we're going to go through and basically upgrade as high as we can. If that's your preference, we want to get to the S1 class, and we are picking race. If drift is an option, you are picking drift. So we are picking the race drive line, the drift diff, stuff like that. So just go on through everything on the top row up here. Brakes you don't really need to worry about unless you want to tune the brakes specifically. Springs are pretty important. You want them to be drift. If not, stock is usually great. And these are preferences as well if you want to lower the weight or make it heavier, with the anti-roll bars giving you dampening as well for tuning, which is pretty important. So now we are in the engine section, and you will have different pieces in here you can upgrade depending on what you picked in the conversion, which engine you went with. So whatever you have, make use of and upgrade the shit out of it. Just stay within the S1 class if you're available to. If not, that's fine. If you want to make an S2, just give it more, pick a different car that can get up to S2, or make it an A class and pick a car that's a lot less. So now we are just adding some other items. The turbo is going to make a big difference, so we're getting the anti-lag. We're removing restrictors. Usually I remove them because it just gives us the biggest boost here, and that's kind of what we want at the moment. And after that, we are pretty much done with the upgrades. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the tuning of the upgrades, which is how we can think about that. So let's save our upgrades. And after the tuning, I will give you guys the share code for this, so you guys can just use it if you like. But I'd recommend you guys going in and doing this yourself, so you can freely tune it and add things as you want. So here we go to custom tuning. Our tires, we're going to lower the PSI down about 15 or so if you'd like. Leaving the front tire with more is okay as well, and that's usually preferred. Now for our first gear drift build, which this is, we are not going to mess with the final drive. We're just going to go down and basically make it so that you stay in first gear for as long as possible without making you go really slow on launch. So we're going to put first down to about 160, 170 is good. You see on the bottom right, there's the graph there. It says the miles per hour that you reach when you need to shift. And then you go into second, and then you do for third and fourth. So the lower you make them, basically will equate to that. So we have 160, 120, 93. You can make them kind of whenever you want after second, because you probably won't really be in second gear even that often anyway. So this build is great for any car, like I said. The gearing is a big deal here, so you do want to get the gearing pretty much like I have it. You can mess with it if you like. The alignment, you can put the toe, rear out, 0.1, 0.2 at most, but for the most part, these are fine here. Anti-roll bars, we are going to soften them up. We'll just bring them down to 13. And then the springs, the springs, I just put them down to whatever I kind of feel comfortable with after messing around, but usually around 400 is fine. Whatever your car, if it's already kind of low, it's fine. Usually stock is okay too, whatever it's tuned as, but this just gives a little bit more help on the long drifts, the long curves. Ride height, I am going to put up a little bit. And for the rebound and the bump stiffness, I either put it at 4.4, 4.4 all the way across, front rear for the bump and rebound stiffness, or you can go alternatively kind of toward the middle and go 11.1, 9.1 on both. Try both of those out and see how they work. Usually it's you like one or the other. Now with aero and brake, I don't really mess with them. Differential, I'm putting to 100% acceleration, and deceleration you also want to put to 50%. But you can try both, 5% or 50%, that's fine. Now I'm going to give you guys the share code here. Let's apply that. And you guys can download this build if you like. Downloads do help. It does feel good to see those pop up whenever someone gets the chance to download these codes, but also feel free to create it yourself. Now we are going to go and test it over here at the precipice at the north side of the map. Enjoy this little run. I almost beat my PR here. Maybe you guys can try it and beat mine. I came in a little hot on the entrance, but fuck it. Alright guys, so that didn't go too bad. I almost got it. Pretty surprised I almost got that, because I've been on this track for quite a long time hitting this. I've done this many times in many different cars. But that was good. So I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you liked it and enjoyed. Stay cool. Peace out.